in 5v5, you get a lot of spawners in base, and that can really sort of act as like a crutch to support sort of the weaker teams by having just sheer numbers of players spawn in their own base that just prevents the other team getting the flag out.
Well, let's talk about the roster switch here. It looks like we're starting to see some readies up. We've got DP switching out for Nady, and we have Static hopping off of the server. So I think this may be our final lineup here. So it's going to be Visser. Is it Manny? Is that what he goes by?
Yeah, it'd go by Manny.
All right, Visser, Manny, Holy One, and Nady for DP. And over on Hump's side of the pond, we're going to see Scythe, Itchy, or I guess it's Ichiju, but I'm going to call him Itchy. And then Zine and Zonic. Now, Hoochie, what are your feelings about the whole 5v5 and 4v4 setup for Capture the Flag?
Well, it's not like I hate 4v4, but in all the shooters that I've played, it's just 5v5 always. So, I don't know. I like it 5v5, and so I'll just gut see it. It's really hard to get, especially in this map. It's really hard to get past middle. And no, I prefer 5v5, but I'm not against 4v4. So.
Alright, well, we have gone live in this 4v4 matchup, and we're going to watch Ichu make his way across the center, facing off against Visser. We got Zine taking out Visser with a rail, and Ichu's a fresh spawn. Zine maintains his hold on this mid, gets another rail, and he's only down to 10 health, but he's able to pull down Holy, and he is really holding down this center. He has pushed back all comers so far. Fantastic work by Zine. And he's able to make that drop without suffering any damage as well, using the edge of the jump pad in order to cushion his fall. And he's finally goes down for the first time. Visser's able to pull him down. We got a two-man push coming in for DP from GL. One push by Visser. He's able to pull Zonic down out of the middle of the air with a great rail. Zine holding defense on that red base, and he's able to get the rail on Visser, shutting down that push. We've got Scythe and Ichi sitting at the red base. Looks like Scythe's going to be playing defense. He's stacked up quite nicely. Let's watch him for a minute as he defends against Visser. Visser doesn't even get a shot off on Scythe. Scythe keeps that stack. We're going to keep watching him for a few more seconds here. And of course, let's talk a little bit about Troubled Waters. This is a mirrored map, so it is purely symmetrical. And we've got, there's a middle armor in the water, red armor. There's mega health, kind of away from the base, underneath the base. You have to leave the base proper in order to go grab that mega health, and that can pull your defender away. So the defender needs to time when that happens. There's a yellow armor. We're going to watch Scythe pick it up here. There's another one inside the base itself. We got 2 kills, immediate kill. Cypher pulling down both, getting that excellent. And although I'm seeing a couple of his humped teammates coming as fresh spawns, Visser going to make another attempt as pretty much a fresh spawn. Not going to get very far. And yeah, so far we got Scythe doing a great job on D. Let's go take a look at the DP's side of things. It looks like we got maybe Manny as the main defender here. He is certainly eating up the stack, armor, and the mega health, and he's got it pretty well timed. We have no real touches on the flag itself here. We're going to watch Manny and see how he does on the next humped onslaught. He's spotted Zonic up at the rail and gets some splash damage on him with a rocket. And make sure that he's stacked up and ready to go. Down goes Ichi. And we do have a flag pickup. We got a botched rocket jump. Visser uses rockets to pull down an attacker, uses the medkit, and he's going to take a way out. He's got just a little bit of armor here. He RJs across, gets railed once, gets railed twice. That flag has been dropped, and it has been picked up. We've got Manny about to get a cap here. Nice assist, and there it is. The defenders come out of those doors in order to cover their flag carrier, and the first cap will go to DP. Nice teamwork there by Drugs and Porn. Now, Hoochie, what are your thoughts? You know, because we've seen the situation many times where, you know, that initial cap on this map really seems to sort of change the dynamic of this map, because we've oftentimes seen this particular map be very low scoring and often won by just one cap. Do you think that that's going to happen tonight, or And you think Hump's got something
No.
in the works for an answer?
Not this night, because it's 44. Then it was like, if they got that one captured, they just pull the extra man into defense and try to keep it safe. There's no extra man here, so it's gonna be probably the same, but just more captures than bibs.
Okay. Alright, so we're seeing Scythe continuing to play D, although it looks like DP was able to get one past him. We got Zonic getting a grab on the DP flag, and he's trying to dodge Plasma here and get Rails out. Visser is going to pull him down and return that flag. We got Zine once again doing a nice job in center, getting pulled down. But he was able to get 2 or 3 rails into his opponents. Now he's facing off close range against, Holy. He's facing off against Zine and pulls Ichi out of the air. We're going to watch Holy for a moment as he tries to cover this middle. Zonic is a fresh spawn. They're going to go down to 1 rail. Here comes another one. Now it's Ichi making a push, but he has no armor and he's not maxed out on health. Let's see how he does here. Holy is just lining up some plasma on him. Nice close range double barrel shotgun. It's going to get Ichi out of the base and kill that one defender. He's RJ'd across, and Zine does a rocket jump up and is able to take down the carrier, and that flag has been returned. Manny continuing defense in the blue base. And I'm going to try to find the next DP push. But I got to get across the center first. And so far that's going to be quite a challenge here. Visser taking down Zonic. He let one guy go past him and left him to the wiles of the main base defender. Zine gets a nice rocket on Visser as he comes up the rail platform. So far, this game remains pretty low scoring. It's nearly 6 minutes burned away, only 1 cap. Hump is down, but they are certainly not out. They got plenty of time to get a cap here. Zine defending against Visser. Visser was moving in to try to make a play on that flag. We've got a pair of DP dropping in, grabbing the red armor. Nice double barrel shotgun by Visser. He's going to try to get Ichi one more time. Now Scythe's been pulled out of the base here. Visser is looking for... Yeah, Scythe's returned to the base. Visser was looking for him. Just ate a rail down to 4 health. And he's going to try to take out Scythe and do a lot of damage with that plasma. Scythe switches up with a rocket. Pulls down Visser. Now is really the time for DP to make another attack, because we know that Scythe is pretty weak. We go take a look at him here. He doesn't have any armor. And he's exposing himself to rails, although he's able to land a pair of his own. Taking down Nady across the way. Ichi going to try to make a play on the flag. He's dodging rockets. Doesn't have any armor though, so one well-placed rocket will take him down. He's going to try to get out against 3 guys. There are 2 red players in this base. Let's see, it is Zine. He's only got 3 health though. Able to pull down Visser, but he ended up killing himself, but he did get a nice shot in the ass of one of the blue defenders. So it looks like Scythe has changed up his D a little bit here. He's now kind of playing the sort of mid-rail area for defense. We got Ichi continuing to try to press on offense for Humps. Able to put down Visser. He's getting ready to make his move across the center, trying to dodge rails, and he's gotten past Holy here. Let's see if he can make a push onto the flag. We're rolling around to the 8-minute mark on the clock, and we got two guys pressing. I like this push here. Down goes Visser. Ichi's really hurting. He's going to have to gobble up some health and leave his teammate here. But right now we got 3 guys making a press. Hunt is making a nice press. Oh, they can't get their way out of that base, though. They get shut down by fresh spawns and shotguns. But I like that 3-man push there. Yeah, we're seeing at least another push by Hump, a two-man push, but they just cannot get the. We got a botch RJ by Nady. He's picked up the flag and he.